This is Lefty. I'm heading to the Philly Smokedown. I have to medicate somewhere before I get to Pennsylvania. So I'm going to hide my medical marijuana in a tree before I get there. Let me find a nice tree. As a New Jersey patient, I'm not allowed to medicate in Pennsylvania. I'm going to take my GC and hide it underneath this tree. But first I need to medicate. I'd like to smoke when I get to Philly and relax, but I can't. I don't want to break the law. So I'm here in New Jersey on the side of the road, just medicating wherever I can. I'm going to hide my cannabis in this tree. Hopefully it'll be here when I get back. Hopefully nobody sees me doing this. It's a pretty cool area. Can't see it, can you? Looks pretty good.
Pennsylvania calling me. Budget them supporting weed for cars and the smoke. Legalize the herb on a split take away. Legally, on no boss to live it weed for smoke. Legalize the sense smoke and split take away. Legally, on no boss to live it and the smoke. Legalize the herb on a split take away. Legally, on no boss to live it weed for smoke. Legalize the sense smoke and split take away. Legally, on no boss to live it weed for smoke.
We're going to do one quick thing.
Sure.
We're going to walk down and say hi to Bo, and then we're going to come back and we're going to hear you, and you're going to bring us into 420. Keep an eye on your watch. All right. Who has the big canvas banner that says legalized? Where the heck
Right
did
here.
that thing go?
You do.
We need some people to pick that up. Can somebody grab each end of that? We're going to walk down to the street. We're going to say hi to N.A. Bo. He's being kept 100 feet away from this property. This is free speech in motion. Let's go for a quick walk. Not before I pull him in.
Yeah, let's go.
Hey, N.A. Bo, you got to say it with me. Ready? Hey, N.A. Bo!
The most important thing that I have to say is cannabis heals.
Yeah!
If you have a good time while it's healing you, all the better.
Yeah!
A year ago, I had just become a legal patient in New Jersey. I have glaucoma. It's not controlled by conventional therapy, drops, nor for surgeries. I started out with a medical group in New Jersey wondering what they could do to help me. And after my first meeting, I realized I have to help everybody else. This isn't about me. Last January, I came out here, froze my behind off, ramped up like hell, but I thought if there's a place in America where people can gather at the First Amendment in front of the Liberty Bell and peacefully smoke a joint and not be interfered by the people who have sworn to protect and serve us, then that's America, and I want to be a part of that. Because I was sick, I missed a few Smokedowns, but when I came back in May, I was horrified when I walked up and saw a cage. And the beautiful free people who have never even left litter here were caged in like animals, and I saw my friends picked up and tackled to the ground because they lit a plant. I'd like to take a moment of silence for all the people who've died suffering without access to this healing plant, and those who are still locked away in cages because they wanted to fight for freedom and were put away for a non-violent offense. That's modern day slavery. And soon, let's hear freedom ring. I also want to do a shout out to N.A. Poe, Chris Goldstein, Don Desar, Adam Kokesh, and all the other people here who got cited along with me for smoking their medicine. The Philadelphia police would rather me go blind than come to my favorite Vietnamese restaurant downtown or show up with a group of friends. They've actually taken people's rights away. N.A. Poe can't be here today because he was tackled by those who were sworn to protect and serve. He can't come to the Liberty Bell if we're here. The healing aspects of marijuana are so vast that I don't have time to go into it. But I'm hoping that everybody who's come out here has learned something, because 1 in 4 people today is going to get cancer. And concentrated cannabis oil cures cancer.
Yeah!
My service dog, 12 years old, came down with lymphoma in June. And I had no choice but to start chemo immediately because she couldn't breathe. And she was vomiting, and she was lethargic, and she wouldn't eat. She had diarrhea. And after her second dose of cannabis oil, no vomiting, no diarrhea, her appetite picked up, and Luna today is cancer-free.
Yeah.
The story was picked up by CBS Channel 2 New York 11 o'clock news. There's a lot going on with the reform movement, and everybody out here, everybody who's come out to express themselves and to say we're going to take back what's ours, the right that was given to us by our forefathers right here. It's up to you to tell whomever, tell one person, and they'll tell one person, and we have this. Now, I was arrested for smoking a joint out here, but I'm going to partake in a moment of cannabis reflection. I just medicated. What harm is that? Thank you. Wait. This is my prescription. These are my prescriptions from the past month.
Ooh.
Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. I have cut out 40 milligrams of OxyContin, all of my breakthrough medication in the past year. This bag gets smaller every month, so it's easier to smash. Thank you.
I'm Lefty. I'm a patient in New Jersey. I'm not feeling too well. I had to medicate in New Jersey before I came here. I will not be partaking in your cannabis reflection today because it's illegal for me as a New Jersey patient to smoke marijuana in Pennsylvania. Unfortunately, I've been on 10 years. I spent on OxyContin, Roxicodone, Valium, Neurontin, Lyrica. They wanted to start me on antidepressants. And in 10 years, I figured out, I was taking 90 milligrams every 3 hours of Roxy. I figured out I did about 200,000 pills in 10 years. And since I got my medical marijuana card this year, I take 0 pills. 0. Amazing. In the past few years, I've been amazed at the research with epilepsy and cancer. And they had studies in 1947 about epilepsy. They knew about this stuff in the 40s. And they squashed all these studies. So people have suffered and died because of the status quo of our government, and they're still suffering and dying to this day. Right now we have American refugees seeking asylum in Colorado. American refugees seeking asylum in Colorado because they can't get their medicine here. It took me 4 years to get my card. I've been waiting since 2010 to get my medical marijuana card. I just got it in May. And actually, I called Greenleaf, the first dispensary. I called them since May. Every 2 weeks I called them, no answer. I went up there a few times, no answer. Emails, no answer. So I took my camera, I went up there, and I laid on the ground in front of Greenleaf. And they opened the door. And he says to me, "You didn't have to lay on the ground. You didn't have to take your camera and lay on the ground." I said, "Well, really, I didn't?" Apparently I did, because you opened the door. And when you go to Greenleaf, it's all blackened out. The guy opened the door, he cracked it, talked to me through the crack in the door. Now, I've been to there are drug dealers in Newark and Irvington that are less shady than Greenleaf. It was a real weird experience for me. So before I came here, I had to hide my marijuana in a tree across the river.
I'm not shitting you. It's in a fucking tree across the river. And I hope it's there when I get back. I really need it. So I'm sitting there smoking my marijuana on the borderline between New Jersey and Pennsylvania. I'm smoking my joint, and my penis is in Pennsylvania. I don't have a big dick. Where's Bo? 100 feet away. Corner, 100 feet away. We'll ask him later. So I don't have a big dick, but the tip of my penis was over in Pennsylvania. And I'm like, well, am I illegal or am I legal? Is it NFL rules or soccer rules? Is it NFL rules where you have a toe on the line and you're out of bounds, or a penis? Or is it soccer rules where your body could be on Pennsylvania, but the joint has to be in New Jersey? We need to answer these questions.
About fishing rules.
Or fishing rules.
If you have a New Jersey license, you can fish from the Pennsylvania bank of the Delaware River.
No shit. Well, we're going to take a bunch of patients down the Delaware River this year. And we're going to smoke marijuana down the Delaware River. Hopefully we can stay like on the Jersey side. We don't know. There's no drugs in Camden. So I won't be partaking in any 420 with you guys today. I hope you all enjoy your cannabis reflection. The only pain relief I will have is laying on the ground while you guys are having your 420. So don't try to hotbox me or smoke me out or put joints in my face. I am not going to partake because I'm a medical marijuana patient. I don't want to break the law. Thank you, Chris Christie.
Thank you, Lefty. Check him out, Sativa Cross on YouTube. Thank you, Lefty. He's been documenting New Jersey medical marijuana.
There he is. Hey, go, buddy. Good to see you, man.
I'll catch you guys later.
I can't wait to fucking meet you in the real world.
Hey, buddy.
Hey.
How's it,
How come you're all the way over here?
Well, I'm over here because I am banned 100 feet from any protest that is breaking the law. And are they breaking the law over there?
I believe they are.
Wow.
I wasn't.
No, I'm not calling for anyone to break the law at all. That would be illegal.
Yeah.
And I am currently under 1 year of supervision by the government, which stops me from participating in all illegal substances. Although we know that just right over the bridge there, you're a patient in New Jersey, right?
Yes. Yes, I just medicated before I came here, but I left my weed in a tree. I hid it in a fucking tree.
That's the best place to hide your weed. I was actually going to hide in a tree. I figured if I hid in a tree, that maybe they wouldn't come after me. But you know what? This movement has grown so much in Delaware, New Jersey, Pennsylvania. We've all become friends. We've all become pretty much like a family. So I feel like me having to be out of this is minimal, as long as all these people are still involved.
But we have to help each other because the government sure isn't going to help us.
No, the government's not helping anyone. I mean, people in New Jersey are suffering more than anyone, and it's actually legal. I mean, you guys are getting shitty weed, you're getting overpriced weed, people can't get their medicine. I mean, that's why we attack it at the federal level, Lefty, because the Schedule 1 marijuana is ridiculous. We can smoke meth and do cocaine, and it's supposedly less dangerous. Not to mention that they are contradicting federal law by states making medical marijuana because they're saying that there's no medicinal value. So we need to straighten this shit out. And I think by putting weed into crickets, that we're on the right track.
You know there's American refugees seeking asylum in this country?
Yeah, but there's actually like an underground railroad almost now, right? There's like an underground weed railroad. It seems like some ladies from Pennsylvania that have daughters that have issues have taken off for Colorado. I mean, are we really taking care of the people of this country? Are we really concerned with the benefit of our citizens if people literally have to pack up their lives and take off to be able to get a medicine? I mean, that just seems absurd. Absolutely.
So how are you going to deal with being on probation for a year and being drug tested every
Well, I feel like the government tried to get 3 years of probation, 100 hours of community service. They wanted to break the panic hour up like we're the Gambino crime family, no association with each other. And the fact that they only got 1 year of probation, for me, I feel like that the last big fuck you to the government would be to get through that year of probation. They'd love to throw me in jail, and I think that the panic hour is great because it's a creative outfit. So we can continue to find different ways to press these issues. Sativa Cross makes great videos. We're making videos. A lot of people are getting out and open, and you know what? Using comedy, which you guys do as well, really points out the absurdity of things. I mean, comedy is how we're showing how ridiculous these laws are, and the thing is, you can't fight comedy.
You don't have to be funny.
No.
The laws are so
Yeah, well, that's the thing. They're setting us up.
We're the setups, right?
Yeah, lofting us softballs, and we're hitting them out of the park. So,
I mean, I just told my story of how I medicated on the border today. I was on the border of New Jersey and Pennsylvania, and as I'm medicating with my joint in New Jersey, my penis was in Pennsylvania. Now, is my penis illegal?
So Lefty was 4 inches across the PA border.
I don't have a big dick, but I mean, the head of it was over, so
Yeah.
is it NFL rules or soccer rules?
Yeah.
I need to know these things. I mean, you know.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's just ridiculous that the laws by state to state are so different, and federally changing this law is going to do a lot of things that are going to benefit a lot of people, and we're hoping that our little Smokedown that could, is a part of that, and we'd be happy and proud to be amongst the people that works for this change. Because look at us, Lefty. These are the people that are changing America. That's fucking scary. That's scary. Well, it's scary that he's
That's scary. A little scary for him, maybe. So, when you go for your drug test, you go to take your urine test. Are you allowed to sit down while you take your test?
You know what? I should ask them that. If I could sit down, then maybe my Whizzinator could, dangle over there.
Well, even so, like say you sat down and you had a bunch of eggs for breakfast and a bunch of beer and some beef. I mean, nature's nature.
Nature is nature.
If he wants to sit in a room with you while you fucking take a nasty shit.
Yeah. I think that, I have to go in on Monday. I think I'm going to get some laxatives and really blow that room up. I think that's a good way to do it.
If he can stand it, so can you, right?
Yeah, exactly. You better bring me a newspaper.
Now, what are you going to do if you have your pants off? And this probation officer, now you know how cops are killing people all over the country.
Yeah,
people.
a lot of them.
What are you going to do if this probation officer rapes you?
I would, you know what, I got through federal prison without being raped, and that was from having a toothbrush that was made into a ship. So I think that...
Oh, I thought you were going to say you did something with the toothbrush to satisfy yourself.
So I'm gonna make a toothbrush into a shiv. If they come after me, then they come after me. I'll have to deal with that as it happens. But I don't think they're going to rape me. I hope they're not going to rape me.
Just go with it.
Are they going to rape me?
I would wear some glasses cams and record the whole thing if I was you.
I think I gotta get Google glasses. I wish someone would donate me Google glasses.
If I had them, I would.
And we're gonna be doing work with Sativa Cross. They're great chefs. We're gonna try to get you guys working with the Panic Hour.
We have to meet on the bridge somewhere, halfway on the bridge, and
yeah, I completely agree with that.
it's fun.
I'm so not stoned. It sucks.
Me neither. I need to medicate.
Medicaid.
Where's the nearest border? Tim, my toes over the border. Is that?
Also, we can't answer your questions.
But it's a legitimate question. I'm just, just wondering.
I know.
It's a legitimate question.
We have other things.
Other things.
Stand there.
What are you guys doing? I just have a question.
Wearing the shirt.
The taxpayer is asking me.
Cops.
If I'm on the border of New Jersey and Pennsylvania, and if I'm over the border, is it NFL rules or soccer rules? You know what I'm saying?
You pay your taxes in Jersey, why don't you ask the question there?
Are you guys federal?
Because we're here now.
We are.
Yeah, so if I'm on the border, is it NFL rules or soccer rules? It's a legitimate question. Does the joint have to be in New Jersey and my body in Pennsylvania for me to be illegal, or does my toe have to be over the line for me to be illegal? I told the story before about my genitalia was over the line. So is my genitalia illegal? In New Jersey, my genitalia is over the line. I mean, these are questions that we have to answer as patients. He's like, he knows. It's a silly. The whole thing is silly.
The whole thing's
Are you going to
ridiculous.
arrest me for my toe being over the line? Really? Come on, think about it. I can't get an answer.
What's the answer, Kyle?
Does my toe have to be on the line? If my toe's over the line, am I illegal? Or does my whole body have to be over the line for me to be illegal?
I think your whole body has.
That's what I would think.
Well, the actual answer to your question is, it depends upon what their superior officer says. If this asshole tells this asshole to arrest this asshole, then this asshole is going to arrest that asshole. If this asshole tells that asshole to leave that asshole alone, that asshole's fine. And that's just all there is to it. And, they're just doing their job. But, how many times has that gone fucking wrong throughout history? So,
Kyle Prouty Esquire.
damn right.
If the guy does decide to be an asshole, Kyle Prouty can defend you.
Yeah, if you're assaulted by Nazis, whether they be blue shirt or brown, Kyle
Thank
Prouty
you.
Esquire's got your back.
I guess
Thank you for your help.
I guess they didn't like the name calling.
Unbelievable. I was going to ask about my penis being over the line, but I didn't get to it. Damn it.
Your penis neglected.
It was just the tip of my penis. What the whole?
They're neglecting your
They would have gotten too
penis.
excited. They wouldn't know how to handle it.
That gets your core root chakra.
Hi guys, I'm Ellie Paisley. I work for Philly Normal. I also work for Lancaster Normal. I just wanted to come and say that this last year of Smokedown Prohibition has changed so much for me personally, and I hope for Philadelphia as a city, really, because before this year, I see so many people, you know, you see the police officers pulling people over all the time. So many people don't have a voice, and especially I know with the African American population, we have a hard time getting people and minorities to come out, and I get that because it is so much more of a risk just to show your face at these places. You're already outnumbered, you're already pulled aside. It's ridiculous. And now finally, after a year, we can all come together and give everyone in Philadelphia that voice. That we say that prohibition is wrong and patients deserve medicine. And I am so glad that so many people are willing, still, even when you know how much of a risk you're taking, to come out here and stand up for what you believe in. Because that is the biggest thing you can do, is give the voice to those who can't speak. I just wanted to say that, like Mike, I use cannabis to treat post-traumatic stress disorder. I'm a victim of sexual abuse, and it is extremely hard for us to come out and even be able to talk about what happened to us, nonetheless ask for the only medicine that isn't going to make us want to be more self-harming. And it's really difficult, but we're starting to see people come out and say what needs to be said. Diane Thornbacher and Ladybud Magazine are doing an excellent job giving females in the movement and people that are using cannabis to treat their PTSD an excellent voice. And I just wanted to say thank you to each and every one of you guys that continue to show up and continue to just show that we really believe this and we're not going away. And then when the history books get written, we're going to be the good guys, and they're going to be the bad guys.
They need to take that Respirol stuff out of there. That's not for administration. They said Respirol giving them breast and they said we're taking Respirol from things. They're making them have breast. They said that's giving men breast. Let me smoke a little weed. I think it's that much. I don't use that much.
And I just want to say that if you see people getting arrested here and you might get disheartened, this is a really hard thing to be an activist. It's easy to get put down. It's easy to question yourself all the time. But I went into a federal courtroom the other day and saw a federal judge go on record saying that he believes that marijuana should be legalized. And that is a huge deal. And I believe truly that our voice made that happen. So thank you to everybody that continues to come out. Thank you guys so much.
Yeah, hi, my name's Chris Mixon. I'm over from the South Jersey medical or marijuana is safer than alcohol. It's been a great year for me. All you guys have made this year so much better for me. Just recently I found out I have 7 herniations and 5 bulging discs in my back, and I wouldn't be standing right now if it wasn't for medical marijuana. I also just found out a week before Thanksgiving that my grandfather's got small growing cancer in his lymph nodes. So we're hoping to get this legalized soon because he really does need the medication, the RSO oils and stuff like that. So we're trying to do anything we can. We need to start getting more people out here, and we need more supporters, more people opening up their mouths, coming out of the closet, speaking their mind.
Let me mention that in New Jersey, marijuana is also legal, but legal for medical purposes, but it's so hard for the people who need it to get it. Even children who have Dravet syndrome, who are having 100 seizures a day, they need this medication to live. And they're still making it hard for the children to get it. The parents can't get the tinctures or the medibles that the children need. They only allowed smoking, which means that a young boy named Jax, who's 14, who has Dravet syndrome, will have to start smoking marijuana at 18, plus he's a medical marijuana patient. I was a chaplain, and I was a first aider. It doesn't matter what position you are, what occupation you've had. A lot of people smoke pot because they know the medical values of marijuana. Marijuana was also legalized up until the 1940s as a medication. It got taken away from us all because of money. And I feel that if they brought the laws like they have in Washington and Colorado, they're earning a lot of revenue, about $300 million in revenue a year, just because they legalized marijuana. If they did that in places like Pennsylvania and New Jersey, I feel that instead of closing down the schools and the fire companies that we need, they'd be able to earn a lot of revenue on this and get a lot of jobs back out there.
Yeah. And we also just want to give out a big thank you to all the
Yes.
Panic Hour, Philly
Thank you,
Normal,
everybody, for coming out
everybody
and
here
joining
right
us.
now.
You know, we're all a team.
Mike Whiter, L.A. Cole,
We got to keep this going. We got to keep this word alive. We can't stop it here this day.
No, this isn't over. This is not over. I'm telling you that right
Yes.
now. Yes.
I don't understand why a lot of the authorities don't look into the medical purposes of marijuana and the truth about the lies that we've been told throughout the years that aren't true. Like marijuana kills brain cells. Marijuana protects brain cells. They've done studies in universities, it's been proven. Marijuana is a cure for many cancers. And it's the cannabinoid part of the plant, not the THC part, which is the psychoactive part. So all these people need is the extract with the CBDs, and their cancer can be cured. A lot of people are dying unnecessary. And if
They're not educated
yeah,
enough.
if we could just educate the people that are ignorant and don't even want to know the truth,
They've been
that have been
brainwashed
brainwashed. If they get educated and the higher echelon gets educated, I think that we have a chance of making the world change. So thank you, everybody.
Thank you,
guys.
Undercover cops to the front in the photo, please.
Is it legal to use this?
It is.
Hi. Hi everyone, I'm the Kitty. I work with the Panic Hour. I help put this together every month. And I just started a chapter of SSDP at Temple, which is Students for Sensible Drug Policy. It's kind of like normal. It's at Temple's campus, so it's the only active drug policy organization on campus in Philly. So we're really excited to get started next semester, and these are two of my members.
Start one in your school.
Hi, I'm Lila. You know, I'm really happy that a lot of medical patients have come out here. I know that's why I use it. I have Crohn's, and I've been on like different forms of opiates since like the 5th grade, and I'm really fucking tired of it. So, you know, marijuana is like, even now I'm feeling a lot better, so I can wean off of it if I want. I can say, I don't need this today, I feel great, and that's what I'm doing today. And, you know, I'm so glad. Like, there's different people with different problems, but like medical marijuana is a common solution. It's a safer solution. So that's why I do it. And, you know, sure. Everyone else has their say. Thank you.
Kitty, help me up there. Tell them your website.
Oh yeah, we're on Facebook, facebook.com/TempleSSTP. And if anyone here goes to Temple, which I'm sure like some of you probably do, like join, and we have meetings and stuff. Like let's spread the word, because you know, college kids, we like to be all in the protest
smart
things. Yeah, right. We're smart voters, and we're going to be, you know, the next generation. So it's important to get that word out there.
Fuck yeah!
Woo! Yeah!
Woo!
Yeah.
Thank you.
Speaking of the next generation, first of all, your First Amendment rights are being violated. Do you realize that? Our dear protectors are standing between a lot of us. They're in here. We're harmless people. They should be out and around. But I hope they listen to the truth. Here's the truth. I've been a cannabis activist for 48 years. Woo! I joined NORML in 1973. They started up in 1970. A lot of you young people, you are our activists. But I'm here to tell you today that the days of activism, of radical activism, are over. We've accomplished what we came to tell them. We came to tell them that we are the people, and we want cannabis to be here. We want to grow hemp. We want to farm it. We want to use it for medical purposes. We want to be able to sit in our living room just like we do now with a bottle of vodka and a cigarette and smoke instead of a joint. It's time. It's so fucking past time.
All right.
We should have done it day before yesterday. Let me tell you, there are 4 bills in the House up in Harrisburg. The days of radical activism are over. The days of education are upon us. Hold on. It's time to educate the powers that be. The government needs to know the truth. It's up to us to tell them that. So my very important message to you today, every freaking one of you has some technology in your pocket or on your desk at home. Look up the numbers for your state representatives and your congressmen and your senators. And please, I implore you, call their office. Call their office. Not once, not twice, but call them 10 times a day. Tell them, we've come. We want cannabis now. We want the end of prohibition.
Right.
It's time to end prohibition. It's time to pass the Compassionate Care Act and let these children who are sick and dying have that medicine. To let the soldiers who are coming back from Iraq and Afghanistan, that they don't need to be on fucking opiates and Vicodin. That shit's killing people.
Tell us how you feel.
I think I should. Did you guys get my message today? What is it?
Smoke weed! Legalize that shit!
Call your representatives! Tell them we want it now! Today! Monday morning! I want their fucking phones ringing off the hook!
Chris.
I went to see my state representative. You know what she told me? She said, you know, I don't know a lot about this, but I do know this. My phone isn't ringing off the hook with people telling me that they want medical marijuana or that they want it legalized. They're calling me because they're worried about the endangered species here. Really? They're ringing off your phone hook because of an endangered species. Well, guess what, lady? Cannabis is an endangered species! Yeah! It's time to stop arresting people for wanting to enjoy a little smoke.
Right.
You can smoke and drive. You can't drink and drive. If you drink and drive, you'll kill somebody or yourself. You lose your license. Stay at home, grow your weed, smoke a bowl. That's the way it ought to be. We can grow plants in our house. Why can't we grow this weed? It's just a weed, man. It's just a plant. The good Lord gave it to us. I believe when this universe was created, He gave us cannabis. And He told us to use it. So what are we going to do?
Call representatives.
Call them, please. I beg you. I beg you. Call them. Tell them that we want those 4 bills. 528.
Legalize and regulate.
1182. Compassionate Care Act. 1181. That we can grow it in our homes and use it for compassionate care. What's the 4th? 1182, 1181, 528.
Hype.
That's the fourth one, baby. 529.
528.
528.
1181.
1181.
7077.
770. If we get those 4 bills passed, we can have 420 anytime we want it. Good luck, you guys. Keep up the good fight. Keep coming out. We love you.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 420!
We have our legal hemp seeds if anybody wants to share. There we go. Thank you.
He's got the chili. Check it out. Look at your dog work better than you can.
There you go. For your cannabis protection, don't worry about the poor patient on the ground suffering in New Jersey. It's okay. I'll be all right. I'm a medical marijuana patient in New Jersey. You don't have to answer me, but just listen. And I'm on the New Jersey border, medicating with my cannabis legally. Is it NFL rules or soccer rules? Where if my toe's over the line, I'm illegal? Or is it soccer rules, where the joint has to be in New Jersey and I can be over the line? It's a good question. It's a legitimate question. Can you give me an answer? If my toe's on the line, am I illegal? Would you arrest me if my toe's on the line on the border, on the bridge? Would you arrest me? Because I'm a legal patient, and I had to leave my marijuana in New Jersey before I came here because I don't want to break the law. I'm just saying. I have a back full of titanium. Oh, okay. I think you are the most intelligent one here. Thank you very much. Well, I got an answer, kind of. Okay, I'm here seeing if my cannabis is still here. See if it's in the tree. So I left it. Oh God. Let's see if it's here. I don't see it. I can't find it. I can't find my cannabis, man. I can't see if my cannabis is here or not. Oh wait, what's that? There it is. Hey, it's still here. My cannabis is still here. All right.
Hey, what are you doing about bushes, boy? Go get him, dog.
Oh shit. Damn it. Get out of here, quick.